Hello, I am Pastor Chris, and this is Pastor Rachel.
Hello.
From the Lindsay Church of the Nazarene. And we were asked to share what's been going on in the Lindsay Church for over this last year. And what we've been doing, we've been focusing a lot on the community. We feed the community twice a month. We have a food distribution where once a month we give out commodities, and then once a month we give out produce. And on average, we feed approximately 150 families each time, which is pretty cool. And one of the ladies who's in charge that helps run the thing her name is Sally. And what's really cool is that we'll be sitting there bagging up groceries or something, and all of a sudden Sally will say, "Pastor," and then we'll go over there and there'll be someone who needs to be prayed with. And so we will have the opportunity to pray with people. Usually every week we have someone that needs prayer, which is really cool. Even though we don't speak Spanish and they don't speak English, God understands. Also, what we've been focusing on this last year is these apartments that are around the corner from the church. They're called the Mount Whitney Apartments. And in order to live there, you have to be either a senior or disabled. So these are the down and out people of Lindsay. They're mostly poor, barely getting by from week to week. A lot of them come to get food. And we have one guy his name is David. He showed up in front of our church a couple of years ago, and he was hungry. So we got him some food, and then he started coming to church. And the thing about David is he's not afraid to invite people to church. If we would all have the discipline and fortitude to just look for people to invite, he is proud of his church. And that is really cool. Also this year, I had my third year of assisting coaching the Lindsay High School boys varsity basketball team. And we had a really good year this year, best year we've ever had. We went to the playoffs. And but what's really cool is before the season started, Coach calls me up and he says, "Hey, Coach, we have a problem with a young man who's gotten into trouble. And he's a member of our basketball team, and we need to make a decision on what we're going to do with him." And so he asked if it's okay if we used the church to have a talk with him. So he met us down at the church one night, and we spent about an hour talking to him. And we didn't talk to him about basketball. We talked to him about life and decisions that he's making and how they're going to affect him the rest of his life. And we prayed with him, and it was just a really awesome experience just to be able to tell a young man about Christ. Now, Rachel, she's been invited to be a part of something really special. I'll let her tell you about it.
Yes, I've been invited to be a part of Tulare County Child Abuse Prevention Council, which is CAPC for short. And what's really exciting about this is that I was told that they have never had anybody represent the faith-based group of people in our community. So that's really cool because God is going to be represented in a sense at these meetings through our church, and I'm so grateful to be able to be a part of that.
So that's it from Lindsay. I'm happy to talk to you anymore if you guys have any questions. Bye-bye.